Hey, we got a great call lined up. This young man was over across in another country, and he was born and raised. Kept seeing airplanes and jets flying to America, and he said, "One day, one day, one day." Not only like most, they got like people from other countries. They don't just talk to be talking. When they say something, they really, really mean it, and they get after it, and they don't stop to get it done. Not that saying we don't, but I always admire people like that. Got out of there so I got better opportunities to get to America. As long as I land in America, I could be anywhere. As long as I get in that country, hit that soil. Watch this. Hit that soil. I shall succeed. Doesn't matter difference where he hit. And luckily he hit in Baltimore. Started working over at Applebee's, flipping hamburgers, and all of a sudden he overheard somebody talking about making money with his conversation and not flipping the burgers at a hot stove. You got to be joking me. And there's real money and not just tip money. He said, went to a mean song, got started immediately, and never, never, never looked back. Parlayed that into other things. So without further ado, can we give a warm welcome to none other than my dear friend, Regional Vice President, the great, the one and only Mr. Shakeel Cooper.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'm excited to be on the call today. Just listen to, you on the phone with those are the type of conversations I like to have, when you're talking to people that can, it's all about relationships. People don't understand that being able to have access to those type of people, you also get access to different type of things that you normally wouldn't if you didn't have that relationship. And that's what I want to start off the call today about, because one of the best things that I learned from being involved in ACN is that you build relationships. One of the things that I have been great at doing since I started this business is I build relationships with everybody, everywhere, all across the world, no matter who, like everywhere. Because if you have a lot of people that like you and trust you and want to do business with you and things like that and follow and inspired by you, do you not understand that now you have a network of hundreds of thousands of people? Because guess what? They all know a few people. So one thing about ACN is that I still have relationships with people that I started ACN with. People 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 5 years ago. It's people that I still talk to that I've met literally the day that I got started in the business. And I've maintained this relationship over all of these years. And it have helped me continue to be successful because you have people that's sharing your story all the time. Like, hey, my close friend, he got started in this business and, they're sharing your story. And guess what? You never know who might hear that story and be inspired. So the fact that someone like Mr. Al Thomas still uses my story, and guess what? Other people are inspired by it because it's a real rags to, we're not going to say what it is, story. It really is, because I remember literally growing up in Trinidad, playing with marbles under the house with my brother. Like, I remember these times. And then it's like, I literally remember saying, I want to come to America. I remember telling myself, I would have been a pilot. People used to ask me what I want to be. I'm like, I want to be a pilot. Why? Because with a pilot, you can go anywhere. I know that I just needed to go to where the money's at. And I knew that everybody in America had money. That's just our mindset, is that, do you not understand that even the people that's struggling here, like, there's people in other places that's looking at you here like, if only I can just get to America. They think everybody is rich. They think the moment you land in America is the land of opportunity. And it's like, I'm like, you living a better life back home than most people here, because they got to be in the rat race. You don't require much to, live. As long as you got some food, the weather is nice, you good to go. But in America, you got car insurance, you got all these bills. And like, you have to work here. It's not too many people that just don't work. How many people you know that just don't work? It's not too many people, right? So, it's all about the mindset. But people just got to have gratitude about being in America, because you have an opportunity to do so many things that people that's not from here, we take advantage of it and use it to the fullest extent. Even in different cities, let's not just say America. Let's say that you're in somewhere where you grew up your whole entire life and you were scared to leave and you just stayed in the same place. Do you understand that most people that's successful, they left their city that they're originally from and became successful? They probably moved back after the fact, but for the most part, you got to move out of where you're comfortable at. And the reason why I say that, because if you don't, you're going to be stuck dealing with the same people, talking to the same people. And what I understood was that I had to grow. The only way I can grow is by what? getting out of my comfort zone. I came to Houston knowing nobody. Now a lot of people in Houston know who I am because I've been here for 10 years. I'm working. I'm building relationships. Like, listen, anywhere I go, it's not gonna take you long for me to just implement myself. It's like I literally remember starting at the gym last year, and when it got wintertime, it wasn't a lot of people in there because it's cold. You know, people don't want to work out when it's cold. And I remember getting there 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 6 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be nobody in the parking lot. Nobody in the parking lot. Now that it's hot, when I get there now, the parking lot is full because I understood that people only do things when it's comfortable. I'm like, when it's cold, it's nobody. I'm in here by myself or with, somebody else that's because you just can't come into the gym. It's a performance gym. So you have to have a trainer being in the gym. And that's why I tell people all the time, invest in a trainer because you'll have more energy when you look good and you feel good. People want to do business with you. People respect people that work out. I'm telling you, it's one of the best things that I invested in. And I can go to the gym and play around, but I don't got time to play around. So I'm gonna pay someone to tell me to do exactly what I need to do so I can shorten that time. There's people that have been working out for 5 to 10 years, and I'm just like, what are you playing in the gym? I'm like, in less than a year, I've been able to. I'm a whole different person. I only eat one meal a day. I don't wake up in the morning drinking protein shakes and taking all this. No, I don't. No, I eat healthy, and that's it. So I'm showing people that number one, it don't require a lot, but when you start becoming healthy, you have more energy to get out and do the things that you need to do. Because if you don't have that energy, you're gonna be in the house watching TV, just going out to the bar, going out to party, eat fast food. Like I study people, and I see exactly why most people are not successful because I look at your habits. You do the same thing that's not bringing in income. You spending money on things that's not making you money. But when I tell people to invest into a book or go to a seminar or, like just do anything that's going to help them get to the next level, they always tell me why they can't do it. But when it's something that they want to do that's not beneficial to them, they always find a solution to doing it. That's one of the reasons why I stopped celebrating holidays because I got tired of people saying, I don't have the money to do this. But when Christmas come around, you find a bunch of money to buy your kids a whole bunch of toys that they're not even going to use in 30 days. I mean, it was mind blowing when it came time for people to find money to do things that's not going to help them get to the next level. They somehow always came up with a solution. So I understood that most people they just don't really want it. They just think that they want it. Because success, you think you want the big house, you got to do a lot of work. Success, it looks easy on the outside looking in, but I promise you, it's a lot of work. And if you're not willing to do the work, just be grateful with your 9 to 5. Be grateful, with what you have, because if you're grateful for it, you'll get more out of it. The reason why most people are not successful is because they hate their job, but they don't understand that your job is teaching you something. Listen, I like working at Applebee's because it taught me how to just talk to people. So when I got involved in ACN, it was easy to talk to strangers because I do it every day. I'm a server. I don't know these people. I gotta come up with a conversation. How you guys doing today? Welcome to Applebee's. My name's Shakeel. How can I help you guys? What do you want to start off with? 2 for 20? Because that's all most people came there for until it was tax season. Once it was tax season, they had some money. So, I paid attention to people. They barred out. I'm like, this is the same person who's getting the 2 for 20. Now they want to get the steak and want to be bougie. I'm like, 2 months ago, you was getting the 2 for 20 half off appetizer. But tax season came around. Listen, they was balling. So I just personally understood that people just, people are people. So those are just some of the traits. Going to college, I went to college. I built ACM from college. The networking. So I'm not against jobs. I'm not against college. I'm against going to these places and not using it for what it's really meant for. It's meant to network. I was able to meet so many people in different places. So when I started ACN and we started hosting meetings on campus, everyone was from someone was from Jersey, New York, someone was from the South. Like people was just from everywhere, California. So I had relationships. So when I shared the opportunity, the business spread everywhere because I was in college. So if you have someone that you know that's in college, they can do the same thing I did. Why? Because they had the network. So I understood the things that helped me become successful Most people they take advantage of it. They don't really use it. I'm like, I went to college for 1 year and built a successful business from it. I went to Applebee's for 2 years. I worked at Applebee's. So I understood that those 3 years, it prepped me for the rest of my career because the tools that I was able to use when I was in college, I had communication as a major. So we used to have to talk in front of the room. So I got good at public speaking before I got involved in ACN from just going to school for that 1 year and just, hey, you got to talk in front of people. These are the tools that you have to learn in order to get good. But the more you do it, the better you become. I didn't just started even to this day now, it's like a switch. When I get on these calls, I just turn it on. And when I get off, I just turn it off. I'm not just running around all day, motivational speaking, yelling at people in air. No, like it's just you do it so much that you just turn it on and you just turn it off. I don't get scared. I can talk in front of a million people. Like I don't get scared talking to people. Once you get good at just talking to people, that's when you'll become successful. Because success is all about your network. Who are you networking with? Last week I went to an event and it's a younger generation. That's why I tell people, you think we had it good? This younger generation, I went to it's called a streamers prom. And these are kids that they just live stream all day and they're making ton of money. We're not gonna say any numbers. Listen, when I'm talking about these are kids. We hear about, kids going to regular prom, the parents, supporting it. No, they hosted their own prom. All the people that you see, celebrities and these people on social media, they was at the prom. So imagine having a lot of income and y'all being able to host y'all prom and you and all your friends, y'all got money, but y'all kids, 21, 22. I'm talking about these kids is balling out of control. And I'm just like, man, the world is changing. But guess what they're doing? They're networking. They're getting out and they're networking. I met every single celebrity. I bought 100 roses. My publicist said, "You need to be at this event." I said, "I'm gonna be there." I went to the grocery store, bought 100 roses, and passed them out to every female that was there. So if you go look at the stream on there, guess what? I'm in their video live, giving them a rose. I gave 100 girls a roses at the event. Networking, implementing myself, and guess what? People look at me like, "What was you doing at that event?" That was the biggest event, and it was in Houston, Texas. But it's all about who you know. So if you know the right people, guess what? I'm around celebrities and people every single. I just don't post them on my social media because it's not. I do it every day. But it's all about who you know because who you know will get you in the right room. It's all about who you know. Houston's a big city. I go out and network all the time. So when people see me on social media thinking I'm out partying, listen, I can be at the club till 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm networking. Why? Because I'm sober. I'm just here networking. While everybody getting drunk and having a ball, I'm sober and I'm networking. It's all business. You can't be scared to go out and network. When I'm traveling, it's not just for fun. I am building my network, which builds my business. You got to get out the house and go out and network. I'm going to the gym. Why? To network. I don't want to work out by myself. I want to meet a bunch of people that like to work out and got money too. Because I know, guess what? It costs a couple dollars to really train in this gym. You got to be able to spend at least a car note to be at this gym with a trainer 3, 4 times a week. You can go to Planet Fitness and spend $10 a month and meet nobody. It's up to you. It's all networking. You got to spend some money to make some money. That's just how I think about things. You got to put yourself in the right environments because, listen, it just takes one relationship to introduce you to a person that you probably was dreaming of meeting. But even if you had the money, you couldn't meet them because you don't have the relationship. Relationships is worth more than money. One of the best things that I got out of ACN was not money. It was the relationship that I've been able to build with so many people. How often people like me and Mr. Al Thomas, that, you know, we're, we're living a great life and we can talk to each other. He can give me a different point of view. I can give him a different point of view. But guess what? We've been able to do it through opportunities like ACN. So there's no excuses. There's literally no excuses. Because when I got involved in ACN, I looked at the videos and I said, man, I'm gonna be just like that. Listen, Mr. Al Thomas is the reason why I wear nothing but Cartier glasses. I just, it's a listen, it's a if you know, you know. That's why certain wealthy people they wear certain watches because those that know, you know, it's like being loud without being loud. I don't have any diamonds on these glasses, but guess what? You know that if you know. So again, you gotta separate yourself. You gotta position yourself to get in the right rooms, to get around the right people. You gotta start looking like money to start making some money. Because people will help you when you're not needy. You know, people help you when it's like they think you got it all figured. That's why a lot of people spend so much time and money on their outer appearance to look like they rich instead of actually doing things to get rich because they think that, yes, it can get you in the right rooms, but guess what? If you're not prepared, you don't have the right tools, you're not the right person on the inside, then the opportunities are gonna fly past you. So just actually start focusing on working on yourself because you are your best business. I'm telling you, when you look good and you feel good, you attract good. Get up, get in the gym, go walk 3 miles, like start taking care of your health because when you start taking care of your health, you just start drawing more people to you. People start respecting you different because they know that you can't buy this. Yeah, you can, but it ain't the same when you work for it. That's why I'm showing people. Just go to my Instagram. I post every workout for the past year. You can watch me literally go from looking regular like most people to now I look like an athlete. And I never played sports. I just did wrestling in high school. But I look like an athlete in less than 1 year. How is this possible? Because I apply the same mindset that I did to ACN and to business. I did the same thing. So again, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But it's not easy. It's very hard. But guess what? Being broken, living the same lifestyle, and doing the same thing for the rest of your life, that's actually very hard. And I understand that you can condense time frame with this. You just gotta get up and do it every single day. You gotta sacrifice vacations and the designer clothes and all the things that people want right now. You gotta sacrifice that for many, many years. Put that money back into your business, into your brand, into yourself, because you are a walking billboard. The reason why you haven't recruited that next big A player is because look at yourself in the mirror. Do you look like an A player yourself? Because people normally attract the people that they are. If you're a good person, you normally hang around good people. If you're a bad person, you normally hang around bad people. So just take some of those tips, apply it, and ACM is very simple. But I promise you, it's one of the best things that you can ever do because not also do you can make a lot of money, you can build a lot of relationships that can always lead to an infinite amount of money because now you have so many people that know you and trust you and like you, and they're willing to come and spend some money with you. So again, I'll pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas. It was a great call, and I know I look forward to hearing from you guys again in August.